Welcome to Ghaithstan. Have you ever felt not quite yourself after a week of convenient, processed meals? A little more irritable, a bit less focused? You might think it's just stress or a lack of sleep. But what if I told you the answer lies hidden in the food you're eating? Today, we're re-embarking on a journey deep inside the human brain to uncover a startling truth: how ultra-processed foods are not just affecting our bodies, but are actively hijacking our brains and altering the very core of our personality. This isn't science fiction. It's the unseen battle happening on your plate every single day. Let's start with the silent invaders: synthetic emulsifiers. Ingredients like polysorbate 80 and carboxymethylcellulose are everywhere, from ice cream to bread. Their job is to improve texture and extend shelf life. But they have another, more sinister function. These tiny molecules are masters of infiltration. Our brain is protected by a highly selective fortress known as the blood-brain barrier. It's designed to keep harmful substances out. But research suggests these emulsifiers can weaken this barrier, creating tiny openings. They act like Trojan horses, allowing not just themselves, but other inflammatory compounds from our gut to slip directly into our brain's control center. Once inside, they begin a subtle, yet relentless, campaign of neural sabotage. Next up, the master of disguise: engineered sugars. We are not talking about the sugar in an apple. We are talking about high fructose corn syrup and other industrial sweeteners designed for maximum impact at minimum cost. When you consume these in large quantities, they overwhelm your system. They bypass the normal metabolic pathways and, much like emulsifiers, contribute to a leaky blood-brain barrier. Inside the brain, they launch a direct assault on our limbic system, the ancient part of our brain that governs emotion, motivation, and memory. Specifically, they disrupt the dopamine reward pathway. Each sugary hit gives you a short-term pleasure spike, but over time, it desensitizes your dopamine receptors. This means you need more and more sugar to feel the same level of satisfaction, creating a dangerous cycle of craving and dependence that mirrors addiction. Now, imagine these two intruders working together. The emulsifiers open the gates, and the sugars rush in. The result? A state of chronic, low-grade neuroinflammation. Think of it as a constant, simmering fire in your brain. This inflammation is not an abstract concept. It has real, tangible consequences. It damages neurons, impairs communication between brain cells, and disrupts the delicate balance of neurotransmitters like serotonin and dopamine, which are crucial for mood regulation. The prefrontal cortex, our hub for decision-making and impulse control, is particularly vulnerable. As this inflammation persists, the brain's ability to manage impulses and regulate emotions begins to erode. The very hardware of our personality starts to malfunction under this constant chemical stress. This brings us to the most alarming consequence: the shift in your personality. It doesn't happen overnight. It's a slow, creeping change. The chronic neuroinflammation and dopamine dysregulation can manifest as increased irritability, anxiety, and mood swings. That short fuse you've developed? It might be linked to the inflammatory fire in your brain. The difficulty you have focusing or resisting impulsive decisions. It could be your hijacked prefrontal cortex struggling to function. We are essentially allowing industrial food additives to rewrite our emotional and behavioral code. What begins as a simple dietary choice slowly transforms into a fundamental change in who we are. Our temperament, our patience, our very ability to experience joy in a balanced way. It's all on the line. So, what can we do? The picture seems grim, but knowledge is power. The first step is awareness. Start reading labels. Recognize these synthetic emulsifiers and engineered sugars for what they are: not food, but industrial compounds. Choosing whole, unprocessed foods isn't just a diet trend. It's an act of reclaiming your brain and your personality. By cutting down on ultra-processed items, you reduce the inflammatory load, allow your blood-brain barrier to heal, and give your neural pathways a chance to reset. It's about making a conscious decision to nourish your brain, not just fill your stomach. This isn't about perfection, it's about progress. Every whole food you choose is a vote for your own mental and emotional sovereignty. Thank you for joining me on this deep dive into the hidden world of food and the brain. If you found this information valuable, please like this video, subscribe to Ghaithstan, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss our next investigation. Share your thoughts in the comments below. Have you noticed a link between your diet and your mood? Let's talk about it. Until next time, stay curious and eat smart.